This model kit review is of the AMT 1/25th scale model of the 1932 Ford Phantom Vicky. It's a Hot Wheels car, and there's a picture of the finished model and some of the decals there. Here some more pictures of the finished car, some of the features here of this model, and then there's the parts listing. Let's have a look inside. See what we've got. Quite a number of sprues here. Instructions and decals. Well, let's start off here. We've got tires. These are quite stiff vinyl. They do have some nice tread on them though. Some wide tires for the back and small ones for the front. Here is our body, and it looks quite small. Even though it's 1/25th scale, it shouldn't be too different from a 1/24th scale. But there's the body, and we've got some parts to remove there. Some nice mold lines here for our doors, and that's a very nice mold actually. Here is the roof, and that'll go on top there like that, and that fits perfectly. Look at that. So here we have, looks like that's our bench seat there. And we've got the insides of the door cards. Looks like our fuel tank there, and maybe some fenders there. Here we've got our exhausts and mufflers, and there's our rear axle and drive shaft, some suspension parts. That's the back part of the diff there. Yeah, we've got our front radiator will be there. That's the engine cover, the hood, and looks like, actually I don't know what this part's going to be. It almost looks like a brake booster, but got more suspension parts there. Fairly dirty coming out of the mold here. We've got the looks like that's probably the front seat there. We've got our wheels, our disc brakes there, and got some shocks and wheel hubs there. Looks like some wires. Okay, well here are the rear brakes, brake lights, molded in red. We've got some glass. There's our front windshield and some headlights. Looks like that's the rear probably. Okay, next we've got some chrome. Let's have a look at these chrome parts here. These bags certainly seem a little thicker than normal for AMT. Oh, these are roundhouse, I guess. Okay, we've got some chrome rims. There's our front radiator, the grill there for the radiator, and that is for our front windshield. Got some suspension parts. Here are our exhaust headers there, some parts for our suspension there, and then our lights. All very nicely molded, though I do not like the chrome. Just that Revell and round 2 models chrome often has to be sanded down and redone. Okay, more parts here. We've got engine block with our transmission, more engine parts here. Here's our oil pan, air intake, that's the part of the engine as well. Lots and lots of engine parts, battery, our belts and pulleys. There's our dashboard, fairly simple. Over here is the floor pan. And we've got a steering wheel there, stick shift. There's a steering column, some license plates. And then we've got, looks like there's a steering rack there. And sway bar. Here's our actual chassis. Fairly simple looking. Now the interesting thing about this model is, even though it's all molded in white, I guess for simple models or some beginner modelers, they give you both decals and they give you stickers. I feel like the decals are going to be better, but they give you these stickers anyway. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions here. There's one very large open sheet here, and some of the instructions here. There are the colors needed. And let's start over here. We start with our engine block and assemble all of that. Obviously this is a more modern motor. Got our wheels going together there. Then we start to build the chassis with the exhaust and we mount our engine. There's our rear chassis, or our rear axle, sorry, with suspension. That's all mounted, and then the front wheels and our steering. We've got our seats going on there, starting to build the interior. There's a fuel tank and battery, door cards going in, dashboard, and then there's our front. That's all then mounted onto the chassis, including our wheels and headlights, glass. Now you can have the top if you want to, but you don't have to. So obviously this is an older kit, but that looks like that's a fun one.